Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're out trolling again. If you know me and you follow me for a while, you know I love trolling in October with the big lures. Hopefully we're going to come into a few nice fish. Going to be trolling from 12 foot right down to I think about 25 foot. I don't think too deep is necessary at the moment because the frost hasn't hit, so I don't think the pike are too deep at the moment. Look, it could be proven wrong. I've been proven wrong again, but over the last few years the pike have been sitting around the 20 foot, 21 foot mark this time of year before the frost. So I think before the frost is a fairly big indication. It can kind of be a little marker on your season to when to move to deeper areas, when to take the dead bait out, when not to take the dead bait out. But there's good temperature at the moment, so I would like to think that there is going to be a few fish around them areas, focusing on drop-offs as usual and staying in the deep holes, around the edges of the deep holes. So if the hole's 30 foot, I might be hitting the 20 foot mark around the edge, following the contours of the map. Fairly simple method. Rods, the Scotty Orcas to hold on if we catch that big one, and your big lures, so your line through roach, your line through trout. I have the blue one out here at the moment, I have the silver chub one here, and I have the line through trout 40 centimetre. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Before I moved out to here, I casted a wee bit and I was watching the live scope. As you can see, it's packed away, but I was watching the live scope and lots of pike around, but not very active. So that's a real indication that fishing might be tricky. That's why I've gone bigger lures, bigger meal, bigger reward. I just think it is such a simple way to think of it. If they're not moving that much, they might move for that bigger meal. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. I'm going to focus on one or two deep holes and just kind of move from there. But look, we are in an area that I know there's fish. Hopefully there's a few good fish. So stay tuned. So we're going over a shallow part here. It's actually deep here. It's about 16 foot here, but it's about 10, 12 foot this side. So on this side I have the medium roach, fairly shallow, and I have the medium sink and the 40 centimetre trout on this side. They're slightly deeper, you see. So if you think of it, the boat's here. On this side, this lure is about here, and this medium sink's a little bit lower, and the trout probably around the same as the medium sink. Up or down a bit depending on speed, but that's kind of, you think of the lake going like this. It's nice to be boat here with the shallower lure this side, and your lures are actually following the contour of the lake. Just a nice thing to kind of keep in mind. It makes it a lot easier on yourself at times when you're trying to navigate little areas, or you're going through one point where another boat's coming the other direction. You might actually be glad you done it, because you can actually move these lures into the shallower water, so there's loads of space and no mess and no annoying any other anglers and all, because we're all here just to kind of enjoy ourselves, as they say. Since we're over the shallow part, I just want to check my lures, make sure that the depth I'm thinking they're running in is the depth they're running in. So I'm just going to check it real quick, see is there any stuff in the bottom of it. No, all good. So back out she goes. Don't hit the bank. There was no weed on that from the bottom. Bit of weed from actually just the lake. This time of year the plants be all dying off, so there's a good bit of weed in it. So I'm moving to a different hole actually now, and I'm just following a 12 foot mark, so it might be a thing I might drag in the bottom with the slightly deeper lures. Hopefully it produces a fish. Has given me 20s here before, so I'd like to think it gives another one. When would you all move to the deadbait? I know some people deadbait, just pike deadbait, but if there's anyone that do the hybrid fishing, kind of lures and deadbaiting, when do you find the dead baits work best? Or is it kind of like myself, it's mix and match, you kind of pick it on the week? Because I have been catching on deads lately, so it's just interesting. But I haven't been catching on the ground. I've only been catching on the roach dead bait while it's drifting. So just in 20 foot of water, the roach could be sitting at 10, and that's what I've been catching on. So it's a funny season. The warmer September, October months or weather has been pushing right to the end of October into November, and no sign of a frost yet. But look, it could be in the forecast for Wednesday next week, and we just don't know it yet. So we'll just have a look at the weather and see what plays ball. But when to use dead bait? One on. Feels good enough, pike. That feels nice. That's more like it. That's more like it. About bloody time too. Come on. Come on. No, it's not that big if it's coming this season. Oh, it's feisty, I tell you that much. It's not that big though. No. Very feisty. Get him in your big belly. Ah, there we go. Oh. It's hard to get in the full picture. Now, not that it's a big pike, it's just the lens is quite zoomed in. But yeah, trolling. Keeping it steady. I did try the casting for a while. I didn't produce. But yeah, really happy with that. We'll keep moving, we'll keep trolling, keep seeing what we can get. This came in about 16 foot, so I want to get her back. We will get her back. Oh, that's what's great about the cold water. There's no hesitation to get back. Definitely going to bring this back out. Original colour, always on the business.
Feel it, rage, power, weakest, force, money, driven, major, fraud, breathless, body, diamond, bones, wanna be it, wanna feel it, rage, power, weakest, force, money, driven, major, fraud, breathless, body, diamond, bones, wanna be it, wanna feel it.
So it's been another hard day in the water, getting dark now. So I'll have to start making my way back. Look, we've had a decent fish again, respectable fish again. I just like to be, yourself a few more. But look, at any day you get a double. I'd rather catch another short session again today. It's getting dark, but I don't think I didn't touch the water till after afternoon. So this is the problem. I could be missing the morning feed, but with the way just work is and everything else, it's just hard to get out for that full day. It's probably not ideal. I usually like to fish kind of from morning or from dawn till dusk, and you get a better idea of where your feeding windows are in the waters. It's something that's fairly valuable. Even if you could put up with it for a while, kind of go out in dawn to dusk, you could learn a lot and only go out, just say if it's a water that seems to only feed in the evening, you can go out from 3 o'clock on, 2 o'clock on, and you'll have the same day as someone out at dawn, or it could be the other way around, and you could be out at dawn and you catch loads and you catch nothing after dinner. So it's good to know your waters like that. But look, I can't complain. Any day you have a double pays for the fishing for the day out, as they say. But we will see you again soon, and hopefully see you in the next video. If you have any questions, give me a shout, leave a comment below, and we'll see you then.